Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Hey, hold on.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Defense, win.
General West. Half.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Monday.
Check. Switch.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
We own them.
To throw again. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Half.
Joker.
5 wide.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set, ready. David. Here I come. Here I come. Alpha. Here I come. 50 seconds to Mike.
2nd and 9 now. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. 8, read. Shoot. Ready.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
It's got to be a long smoke. It's got to be a long set. Go.
They'll look to throw here. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
24 is the money. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Slam, slam, slam. Check, 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 check.
Off 52.
Check, check. Lucky, 6'6", bullet high.
Allen now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Half 85, half Hey, Orbit.
Hey! There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Allen off the play fake. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Alert!
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. 65. 65.
Half.
65. Jim.
Two team spill.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Saints' 34-yard line.
56.
56. Wild Bill. Check the backer.
Greystone, Travis. Sub.
From the gun, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
We got 4.
Alert!
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
56.
He's checking crack.
Now Taylor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 39.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ready, set.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Breshad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Five. 24 is the mic. Hey, pick up.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And a flag comes in. And as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Ready, 90, cool.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Watch twist. Box trap. 44 to Mike.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
No.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Oh, what a juke into space. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
3 down. 24.
Here's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
24 is the mic. What we got?
Hey, Charlie. Look, squeeze.
24, check 24.
Here.
24 is the mic. I got you, son.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Patterson, he'll let it. He's got a man, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Caught by Montgomery. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen, and he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills cut into that lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get there. You.
Middle. Half.
Check 31.
Hey, high 7.
24 is the mic. I'm coming after you. 24 is the mic.
Alert.
Here we go.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A 10th carry for Kamara. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They got a big chunk they got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. Running with Kamara. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Breshad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
At the 22-yard line.
24. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. A quick pass out to Aguilar.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You think you won't get that? You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Go.
Now Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 10 yards out. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll run with Taylor. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on 3rd down. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen, and he fends him off. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You got nothing today. Lock it. You got nothing. Check safety, check safety. Go.
Kamara trying the right side, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.